Welcome to Futures Northwest Student Speaker Series, where we share stories from students for students. We believe that students are the experts at navigating tricky post-secondary systems, and their stories have the power to dismantle secret handshakes that are barriers for first-gen students in succeeding in higher education. In the series, you will learn about critical resources and hear inspiring stories of students who have persisted and found community, belonging, and deep pride for what they're accomplished. And today's guest is Sequoia Rossell. So would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Sequoia. I'm an intern at Futures Northwest and a senior at Western Washington University.
Beautiful. So can you first of all tell me, how does it feel to be an intern at Futures Northwest?
I've been an intern at Futures Northwest about a full year now. And so my main feeling right now is sad that I'm leaving because it's been really, really amazing. And I've never felt such a strong sense of community, especially for a first generation student, that there are people out there that want to help and people out there that believe you are good enough and you deserve to complete college and do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, and how did it affect your journey at Western?
I have gained so much confidence and feelings like of a safety net from Futures Northwest because even when you're interning there, you're also getting helped by them and you're helping each other.
I love it.
So I got to experience it as an intern and as a student receiving help sometimes.
So how about you tell me a little bit about your journey to getting to Western Washington University?
Yeah, so I started out at Whatcom and I got a transfer degree. I was going to do psychology and then I was like, wait, I don't like this at all. Yeah. And so now I'm doing human services at the 2-year human services program at Western. And I think my last semester is next semester. So
I love it. And did you know you wanted to go into human services as soon as you were done with Whatcom, or did you make that decision?
No, I started taking psychology classes at Whatcom and I was like, wait a second. Yeah. I don't like this.
That was me with teaching. I love it. So what advice would you give to other students who are either thinking about college or in the process of completing a degree?
Don't be afraid to ask for help. Just don't. Like, I know it's hard. Ask for help. Like, I didn't see my advisor at Western until like this semester almost because I found confidence. Yeah, I know. So yeah, ask for help and advocate for yourself. And if someone, honestly, I think especially for minority groups, it can be perceived as aggression due to underlying racism. Be aggressive.
Mm-hmm. Be aggressive. I was going to say, so like when you're advocating for yourself and you say you didn't go to your counselor until like the end of this year, what would you say your support systems were up until that point? Like, how did you get help or use advocacy for yourself in that way?
Before I went to Futures Northwest, I don't think I did get help except for one place, and that was the Disability Access Center. So in college, if you have a disability, you can receive accommodations, and it can be hidden disabilities like anxiety or schizophrenia, things like that. So you can receive accommodations, and that has been like number one thing that helped me finish college all by myself is, not getting assistance, but really getting what I deserve, which is extra help on some things because we live in a system that's not designed for me.
Exactly. So kind of on that note, what do you wish you would have known as you navigated higher education, either related to disability access or not?
I wish I had known more about the position of teachers. Teachers can seem very high up and powerful. They also answer to people. And if they grade you wrong, you can make a complaint about that. If they discriminate against you, they could lose their job. They're there to, in a sense, kind of serve you and you serve them as well. Like it's a mutual relationship. So don't ever be afraid to kind of be demanding, really, because they have to answer to people too.
Yeah, I feel
like one of those people they have to answer to is you, really.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like that's something that none of us know until we're in the classroom. So we're going to switch a little bit. So how did completing your financial aid application help you reach your goals?
I could not afford college without my financial aid application. There's just no way. Especially as a person with disability and I would have to rely on entry level jobs to be able to afford going to secondary education. There's just no way I could afford it without getting help from financial aid.
And how did you first hear about financial aid?
I actually think I heard about financial aid before I started college, and that's what made me believe I could go to college. So that's kind of unusual. Most people, they hear about it once they're in college, but I didn't think I could go to college. And then I heard about student loans, and I was like, wait a second, scholarships? Wait a second,
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah. And I don't know about you, but I just have this very distinct memory in 8th grade. We went to BTC and then they were doing basically a presentation on money. And she was like, just the only thing you need to remember from this FAFSA, FAFSA, FAFSA. Like you need to remember those words so you can look into it when you're going to college. So that way you can pay for it. Yeah. Without that, I wouldn't have gone either. Financial aid saved me for sure. And big question, what will you miss most about college?
Ooh. You're asking the senior the anxiety question.
I know. I know.
The creativity, I think, of having the freedom and kind of space and acceptability to do projects that are unusual, not expected, and to work a different schedule. Because when you're in college, you're working. Work a different schedule every 3 months. When the term changes, you can change it up as well. So it's very flexible.
Yeah.
I'm also going to miss the status of being like, yeah, I'm a college student. I'm in that part of my life.
Yeah.
So,
But now
people are like, oh, why are you so
grad-
tired? I was like, I'm a college student. That's why.
Yeah. That excuse is gone. Now you're like, I'm a graduate. It's even harder. Full-time job.
Exactly.
Oh, so what would you say is your favorite memory from your time at Futures Northwest?
Ooh, that's tough. When I think of my favorite memory, I specifically think of certain students that I mentored that I felt a really strong connection with. They are such amazing students, and they were willing to share parts of their lives with me, a complete stranger. And I like to think I was able to help them out a little bit. But I really feel like they served me because they gave me perspective, they gave me understanding and connection.
Also, I guess another question would be, what's your favorite memory you have from just your college experience?
Ooh. I think my favorite memory was probably starting the Campus Beautification Club at WW, even though it didn't end up lasting that long, which is normal, guys, don't worry. I really enjoyed trying something that challenged myself because I've always been an introvert. So I enjoyed challenging myself to kind of go up to people and be like, hey, be in my club. Hey, be in my club. Hey, be in my club.
Is what has Futures Northwest done for you or opened up to you that you might not have known not being at Futures?
Futures Northwest has honestly opened up the entire world to me because I didn't know anybody, and through them I was able to network with a lot of similarly minded people in the community and in communities farther away as well, like all of Washington. Additionally, I had more access to resources, like they knew people who knew people. That's the main thing, right? And so they knew when I was having trouble getting food each month, they knew a list of all the places in Bellingham and Whatcom County that would feed you. And I was like blown away. They just had it because they've been practicing it for like almost 10 years now, I think. And they work with so many other local nonprofits.
And then the last question I have on here is, what's your next chapter looking like after Futures?
My next chapter. Oh, it's hard to pick one thing because Futures Northwest has given me so many different experiences I can put on my resume, right? Like writing grants and mentoring directly and doing DVR workshops. Now, there's so many things that could apply to so many different jobs. So honestly, I don't know where I'm going next, what job I want specifically. I definitely still want to work with youth, but I feel like no matter where I go, Futures Northwest gave me everything I needed.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Sequoia. For more resources, information, and stories of first generation students, check out our website and social media. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.